everybody. My name is Sharon George, and today we're going to discuss about sequence diagrams. So let's have a discussion before entering into the sequence diagram. So it's a two-dimensional chart that describes collaborations. Each sequence diagram describes a particular scenario. For example, a sequence diagram can describe successful withdrawal operation. Another sequence diagram can describe failure of withdrawal operation due to insufficient funds. It is also possible to describe both scenarios in one sequence diagram. This is an example of sequence diagram. So you can see we have objects on top, object 1, which is class A, class B, and object 2, class C. And we will be discussing it about in more detail when we go to the diagram. Let's see some more of the theory. So sequence diagram semantics. Rectangular boxes on the top indicate objects. The dot vertical line indicates the lifeline of the corresponding object. The rectangular boxes on the dotted vertical line indicate the duration in which the corresponding object is active. The object is idle otherwise. A solid arrow with solid arrowhead indicates a message. A solid arrow with thin arrowhead indicates a stimulus. A dashed arrow indicates return of control. And sequence diagram semantics, which we are going to continue, messages or stimuli may be augmented with conditions. Messages or stimuli can be concurrent, start from one object and send messages or signals to more than one object at the same time. The vertical dimension indicates time axis. A message Y placed below a message X in a sequence diagram indicates that message X is sent before message Y. Objects with dashed vertical line for the entire diagram have lifeline for the entire scenario. These objects are assumed to be already created before the scenario starts and assumed to exist even after the scenario ends. So every sequence diagram must have a name, usually chosen to represent the scenario that the diagram describes. UML tools use the following notation for representing the name of the sequence diagram. Okay, let's move on to the diagram now. So our topic is conference management system. So as you can see, we have objects here on top, user, which is student or staff. So we have admin, login, paper, search, download, conference, reviewer, logout, and server. So you can see here the admin will first send add conference schedule to the conference. And from the conference details are stored into the server. The server will send back the acknowledgement to the admin that it is stored. The user, when trying to log in, it will give ID and password, and if the login module will verify if it is right or not. So this will go to the server, and the server will send back the acknowledgement, and if it is right, the user will be allowed to log in. And from login, the user can add paper, so it will go to the paper part, and then it can submit the paper, and then from the server, it can view the response, and the user can also search the paper, so it will check if the paper is there in the server or not, and the response will be sent back. The user can also download the paper, so download paper thing will be sent, and the reviewer can submit the review. So that action in the sequence diagram you can see here, and the server will send back the acknowledgement that if the review is submitted. Now from the reviewer, it can log out of the system. The user, the reviewer, everyone who's using the system can log out of the system and use a request to log out. So the user will request and the response will be sent back, and they can successfully log out. So that's the sequence diagram. I hope you understood it. Thank you.